We're live. And I forgot to put my video. Oh well, it happened. Let's talk football league wide Wednesdays with your host, myself, Miss Phins, and my co-host, Mr. Color Commentary from the Phins Tailgate. He'll be here in just a second, but you already know I have to go ahead and start. Guys, thank you, everybody, for showing up today. This evening. Go ahead and hit the like button. You guys already know what to do. Go ahead and hit the like button, share, subscribe. Let everybody else know that we are here. We are live. Thank you. Everybody on Twitter and Twitch, thank you so much for showing up. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Let's see what we got in here real quick. Color. Look at that, Liz. Yep, you made it first. That's a big surprise. I'm usually like, it's okay. It's okay. You're good. There you go, Chef Ju. Good evening. How you doing? How you doing? Kent, what's going on? How you doing? Perfect, guys. Roadrunner, welcome. Welcome, guys. Much appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Jeremiah, appreciate it, buddy. Thank you so much. Yep. Long day, but good day. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you already know this is our Wednesday night show. We talk league wide Wednesdays. We always have fun. As you can see here, boom, let's talk football league wide Wednesdays every single Wednesday at 8 p.m. Like I said, you can catch myself, Miss Fins, and my co-host, Mr. The One, the Only. I don't know what else to say besides from TFTG. Mr. Color Commentary. How you doing this evening, sir?
Pretty good, Miss Phins. How you doing this evening?
I'm alive and kicking. Can't complain. Yeah. I'm loving my hair right now, though.
Get this thing out of my way. All right.
Anyways,
How's
how
everybody
you?
tonight?
Yeah, how's everybody doing? How you doing? How you doing? Oh, we're gonna have so much fun, like we always do, ladies and gentlemen. So go ahead and hit that like button. Lance, welcome. My gosh, how was your day, Color?
Pretty good, pretty good. How
Yeah,
about you, Miss Phins?
extremely long, but I had a virtual holiday party, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Very excited to see where we land. I haven't fully done all of it, but I'm gonna really enjoy today. I feel like so. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, with League Wide Wednesdays, we discussed the previous week. How did our Pickems do? We go over all of that. Then we go ahead and discuss, obviously, next week's Pickems. give you guys our color for commentary, and then we also give you guys our most impactful players, what to expect, and things like that. We also
I
have a
know
Q.
one game we got right.
I know two games I got right. Just saying. I can't wait. I don't even know why. Mostly because it just feels good to be right, obviously. But man, that commies one. But we'll get there in a second. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you guys already know with the schedule, we had week 10. We get to take a look at week 10. How did we do? How do you think you did, Color?
Terrible.
You're not even gonna like try it. You just already know. Just already know. I mean, I'm not
Is that
saying you're
me?
right or wrong. I haven't actually done it. We're gonna do it together, but I still think it's hilarious, and I'm very excited, as you can tell. Why? I don't know. It's that one win just really made it good for me this week. I feel like that's pretty much it. That one win is what had me going. So as you guys know, obviously, ladies and gentlemen, week 10, we had the very first Thursday night game. It was Atlanta at Carolina. I'm so over Atlanta. I'm over both teams, but I'm definitely over Atlanta. Because how do you lose to Carolina, who don't even have a quarterback? They've got eight. Like, come on. What's up, JM? Welcome. How you doing? Yes. I was close with the Browns game. I said 35-17. I know, right? I know we were both close. Miss Fins, I noticed your hair is fluffy now, but not this morning. But it looks good. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yes. Just changing it up a bit, you know? I'm loving it. Color.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
said Falcons. Survey said we all lost because Carolina won. So I said Falcons. It's not even like it was.
I don't know why I picked the Falcons. I hate
Maybe
them. I don't know why.
I got bamboozled. I got bamboozled by Mariota again. Even 305 Sports, they got it wrong. We all literally went Atlanta across. And I think I was the one with the closest score because I said 21-13. It ended up being 25-15. You said 35-24, and she said 17-14. So I will take the points. I was the closest. Thank you very much. Let's see here. I don't know. What can you say about those two teams? We'll talk about it when we get to next week, but still. Ugh. Then you got Seattle at Tampa. Wasn't that the the London game, right? Was that the London
Germany.
game?
Germany,
Germany?
actually.
Oh, right. Well,
First one
that
ever,
yep. The
I
first
think.
one ever in Tampa Bay. Go
At
Florida.
least in that
Yee.
stadium, anyway.
Tampa Bay won 21-16. Uh man, I can't even believe I didn't go with my gut like always. I went stupid Seahawks. So did you, by the way.
Yeah.
But you almost nailed the score though. 24-17 and ended up being 21-16.
Mm.
Almost nailed it. I said 17-14. Only 305 Sports Babe got it right. Good for her. But again, can't trust nobody in this league right now. Then we have, to me, America's game of the week. I don't care what you say, it is for me. The Minnesota Vikings went to Orchard Park in Buffalo, New York, and beat the Buffalo Bills in an insane manner. I mean, oh, I don't know about you, but that win just it was that cherry on top. You know what I mean? Oh, and guess what? You picked the Bills. No, I'm just kidding. We both picked the Vikings. Yeah, we both picked the Vikings. Only 305 Sports Bay picked she picked the actual Bills. But you and I picked the Vikings. Very smart, sir. What made you feel like picking the Vikings though? I know why
Because
I picked them, but
because I think the Bills are a fraud.
overrated.
Yeah, I
I
thought the
don't doubt
Bills
it.
were. I mean, the Vikings were more of a one-loss team than the Bills were a two-loss team.
Yeah, for me personally, I just had a feeling. I had
Little
a
bit of
feeling.
hatred involved. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I'm a Dolphins fan, so I'm always going to root against AFC East teams that are not the Dolphins. But I just had a feeling with the way that Minnesota was winning games. You know what I mean? And then I'm not gonna lie to you, the way that the Bills have looked, they haven't looked as dominant as you would
Well, I think at that
expect.
point of the week, we were still wondering whether Allen was going to play too.
And that too. That too. Yeah, that was interesting. What was better, Miami win or Jill's loss? Both of them, Lance. They were both great. I'll take them both. How you doing, DF? Welcome, JM. Welcome, Lance. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely take both of them. Oh man, it was just so beautiful. Last like impossible. And I talked about it this morning in the AFC East recap, guys. You know, I do every Wednesday morning. I talk all AFC East, break down standings, playoffs, everything you need to know about our opponents, because that, as I've said in the offseason and all year long, is our path to to the playoffs, you know? And listen, the league was doing everything it literally could to make Buffalo win, and in good old Josh Allen fashion, he said, "Nah, we don't need help. Let me just end the game now." With an interception in the end. So it was glorious. Absolutely glorious. Just saying. Mm, mm, mm. And I don't know if you caught it this morning, my breakdown of the standings between, who wins next week and blah, blah, blah. We'll talk about it when we talk about this upcoming week, but oh, got really good scenarios for us, for sure. And really bad scenarios for the Bills, which is better. Good morning, Sandy. Or sorry, wow. Good afternoon or good evening at this point, or good night. No, because I'm not saying goodbye to you. So good evening. I don't know. Color, help me out here. I'm drowning. Uh, is it evening or night?
I would say evening.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
It's weird
Um.
because later in the night it would be perfectly fine, but for some reason, good night is a goodbye and good evening is a hello. I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah.
But
Etiquette. It is what it is. Okay. Then we got Detroit at Chicago. Chicago, I'm so flipping disappointed in you. One time I need you to win. Nope. None of us got this one. And of course, Detroit wins by one flipping point. Oh, I can't even believe it. Are you even surprised? I mean, I told you the Lions are actually not a bad team. We know this. But are you even
no, it's like
surprised that the
flip a
Bears
coin
lost?
with those two, you know?
Seriously, you might as well. Just don't tell Josh Allen, Uh, good because, the coin flipping stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, then we got Denver at Tennessee. I picked the Titans. You picked the Titans. We both got it right. Only 305 Sports Babe got it wrong. Too bad for her. Great for us too, because obviously we got the right team. Now let's see. We got Chiefs and we got Jacksonville. We all picked the Chiefs and we were wrong. Just
What?
kidding. We were right. I got you. Yeah, we all got it right. We all picked the Chiefs. The Chiefs won. Let's see here. It ended up being 27-17. I said it was gonna be 35-32. 305 Sports Base said 31-17. You said 42-17. So we were, both of y'all hit the 17 part for Jacksonville, but I think we all overestimated the offense in this game. So there you go. Then we got. I'm gonna leave the Dolphins game for last, Avi. Then we have the Houston Texans going up against the Big Blue. We all picked Big Blue, and we all were right. Yep, it was 24-16. I said 28-24. She said 30-10. You said 24-20.
Mm-mm.
You were the closest. Good job. Good job. Good job. Then we got the New Orleans at Pittsburgh. Thankfully, Steelers caught a game. Oh, look at that! I was right, but somebody else wasn't. Yeah, Color, you picked the Saints. 305 Sports Baby and I both picked the Steelers. Yeah, sir. Sorry about that. It's looking a little rough for you. Just saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Now we got Indianapolis at Las Vegas. I'm so over Las Vegas, and they better be tanking on purpose because we literally all picked the Raiders, and nobody got this. How are they keep
Mm,
finding ways to lose games?
mm,
How? Who's
mm.
worse, Broncos or Vegas? Because to me, they're equally as bad. At least I can watch a Vegas game. I can't even watch a Broncos game. I just, I don't know about you. Like, what do you think between those two?
I
Huh?
can't watch either.
It's,
I can't
it's
watch the
rough.
Colts either. It's just
I can't
terrible
watch the Colts.
football.
All three of them just horrible teams this year. Man, you can say the same thing about the Packers. They're playing bad. Oh,
At least the Packers still have a chance to make the playoffs.
true. 305 Sports Web and I both picked the Cowboys. You picked the Packers, so you won that one. Good job.
A Rod.
You said 32-31, and it'll be in 31-28. Very close for you, actually. You were the closest one, and points wise. Then we got Arizona at LA Rams. Arizona won. Oh, man, well, you and I both picked the you and I both picked the Rams, and they didn't win. But 305 Sports Base, she picked the Cardinals. I don't know why. I feel like you and I were both like teeter tottering between both, but ended up going with the Rams, thinking, I
Yep.
don't know, that they might go back to their winning ways, being that they're defending champs. But it is what it is. Misfits, I have a neighbor who is a Colts fan, and he said he won't be shocked if the Colts fold the rest of the day. Okay. Hey, John, welcome. Just got off work. Fins up. Hey, buddy, fins up. Thank you for spending your time after work coming over here. Really do appreciate you and appreciate all you guys supporting. Guys, keep hitting the like button, keep subscribing. Liz, I saw your message. Give me a minute before I answer. I got to get it through this week. And then in between, I'll go ahead and answer your question. Then we got the Chargers at San Fran. San Fran 22, Chargers 16. I mean, you and I both picked San Fran, thankfully, and we were right. 305 Sports Page, she totally picked Chargers and lost. So yeah, that was that. And then obviously we had the Monday night game. But before I get there, just so you guys recap, Cincy, uh, Patriots, Jets, and Baltimore did not play. They were on a bye. Okay. Then we have the Washington Commanders going to the Philadelphia Eagles. And you know what? The Eagles were literally flying high. We fly, no lie, you know it. Losing, because that's exactly what they did. They lost to the Commanders. Of course, they would lose to the Commanders. This is such a Philly move. Like, such a Philly move to lose to the Commanders. 32-21. And I watched the highlights. I was so happy too. Because I was the only one that picked the Commanders. Everybody else picked Eagles. Which makes sense. But I had a feeling, man, that Tyler Heineke, that's my man. I love him. 211 yards, baby. Let's go. Terry McLaurin, 128 yards receiving. Just saying. Just Heineke. I love me some Heineke. And he did it right. And he did exactly what I thought he would do, which is win. So how do you think you did, Color?
Well, it looks like I got a what, three wrong, four wrong. Slid back in with the Packers, but I don't think it was enough to overcome.
You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wrong, actually.
Oh wow! I
Hmm.
realized there were that many games. to get wrong.
Yep. Yep. And you got one, two, three, four, five, six, seven right. 7 on 7. Look at that. That's
500,
14
yeah.
games. Yep. 500. Not bad. Who doesn't want to be 500? Not me.
I know who does. Never mind, I'm kidding.
Why? Were you going to say the Dolphins? Because we notoriously go
No, I wasn't
500.
going to say the Dolphins.
Oh, who? Just
Not
say
lately,
it.
anyway.
Just say it.
Not lately, anyway.
Okay, so then say it.
Well, I mean, we have been pretty dang 500 for a long time now.
Okay, so you were talking about the Dolphins. Okay, not as of late, but yes, notoriously we have gone, which is nothing wrong with that. I get it. That's why I said it. I know my team. I know we know, like if you're a real Dolphins, not real Dolphins, but if you're a Dolphins fan, you already know this team loves to flipping take its sweet time and just go 500. But now it's impossible to do 500 ever again unless they had an 18th, game. Doubt it, but you never know. So yeah, color right now as it stands, I am 72-62.
Uh-oh,
Yes,
not bad.
I know, right?
That's
So
enough to
we're
get a sports casting career right there.
really.
Yeah, I mean, they're not any better than that.
Oh, I didn't know that. All right, cool.
Some of them
Well,
guys are really bad at it.
seriously, some of them are bad. And right now you're sitting at, hey, you got it. You brought it closer. I think 66-68.
Getting closer, chipping away.
You're chipping away. You're chipping and
Hmm.
chip away. Yep. I doubt you'll beat me though.
I might have to pick a couple dang good underdogs here next couple
Yeah,
of weeks.
but I don't think there are gonna be any good ones like that to Pickems.
I'll have to get a new coin to flip on those terrible games.
This it's gonna be very interesting. Period. Very interesting. To see whatever we end up doing. You know what I mean? With these games. So, before I do though, I did tell Liz I was gonna go back to her question. My husband and I were talking about how Bills are destroying themselves by putting Allen in, like you said. They don't care about Allen. Will play, but that's because he is afraid to tell them no. It could be. It could be, Liz. It could be that he's afraid to tell them no. What's up, King Mel? Welcome, buddy. It could be that he is afraid of telling the Bills, hey, the answer's no. You know what I mean? Um, and at this point, honestly, I get it. He wants to stay relevant. He wants to continue to be, MVP talk, blah blah blah. But if they don't care about his health, I mean, that's a horrible organization. How dare they? He should just retire. I mean, that's what I said this morning. If they truly care about his health, we don't know the long term effects of this. Everybody needs their arms. So I don't know. Am I being too much color when I say this? That Bill's organization is classless for not caring about their players and allowing them to play. Hmm?
Sorry, Miss
That
Fins. I
they
just
should
had to
be
grab a
ashamed.
phone call real quick. I didn't mean to
Oh,
look like I was talking to nobody.
no worries, no worries. And trust me, I'm never not talking to nobody. I'm talking to everybody. That's the whole
There's
point.
always somebody, right?
Exactly. Fred, welcome, Fred. Will Dolphins keep Mostert and Wilson next year? We will want to, that's for sure. But obviously, it's all about contracts. We got to see how it works. But I feel like it might be easier for the Dolphins now if they really are sold on Tua. Pick up that fifth-year option and make some moves. So there you go. So now we have, ladies and gentlemen, the Q&A portion of this. I need y'all to give me some questions. Give me some questions as I'm queuing up our little
Why does Colors stink so bad at picking the games?
oh, that's easy. I can answer that. See, color is just it's not there yet when it comes to the level of knowledge that I'm just kidding. So I'm just like totally messing with you. You know way more than I do. But
I just think everybody's gonna pull off an upset every week. I don't know. That's my problem with picking games.
yeah, you love upsetters, man.
Yeah, the one week I pick all the favorites is the week everybody will get an upset anyway. So I just go with it.
You know the funny part is that I don't like to pick upsetters like that, but only on key matchups that I think, okay, I could see this win. You know, it's that's why I picked the Vikings versus the Bills. That's why I picked the Commanders versus the. I go matchup by matchup, and if I truly think, okay, yes, obviously we know the Bills are gonna be whatever team, right? But there are certain matchups like you already know, and if you're a Heat fan, you know what I'm about to say. Prior to Giannis being in Milwaukee, every time Milwaukee played the Miami Heat, it was like game 7 in the finals. They play us the hard. I mean, they were just so hard to play against. They played us like it was game 7 in the final. Like it was always intense, aggressive. They were the one team I couldn't stand playing against because I knew they were gonna play us hard, and that we will either split or end up losing to them twice in the season. So to me, the those types of matchups, that's why I say it may not be that really fancy good team, but they match up really well against their opponent. Hence, divisional opponent. That's another reason why I picked the Commanders. And sure enough, I was right. Good morning. I mean, good. Nah, I'm stuck in morning. Hey, Ryan, what's up? Welcome. Good evening. You know, how many AFC East teams will make the playoffs? Realistically speaking, if as a whole we stay competitive like this, three of them could. What they thought that the North was gonna be, could actually do it. What they thought the AFC North was gonna be, which was, oh, the best division, best division.
I
Sorry,
say two.
West. I meant West. My bad. Not the North. My bad. I meant the West. Ooh, Russ is coming. Ooh, you got Devontae Adams. Ooh, you got Herbie. Ooh, you got Mahomes. What they thought the AFC West was gonna be is what we would be, because that's how good the AFC East is above every other division. And to be honest with you, if it wasn't for the Titans are gonna make it because they're gonna win the division. But that's it. Nobody else. The AFC North, you got competitive teams between Baltimore Bengals and Browns, but now the Browns are falling off. The Browns aren't going nowhere. So it really is going to be Baltimore, Cincinnati. Who's going to win that division? That's two spots right there. And then you have the AFC West. Forget the Broncos. They're done. Forget Las Vegas. They're done. Chargers could possibly get like a seventh seed, maybe sixth seed at most. But Kansas City's going to win the division. So you got Kansas City winning. You got Tennessee winning. Let's say Baltimore wins the North, right? And based on the record right now, Dolphins win the division. That's four teams right there. But then at most, you'll have what? The Bengals, the Chargers, and then you could have New England or Jets. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. Was I supposed to put the Bills there? Because they haven't shown me that they're gonna make it. You know what I mean? They're currently third in the division. Um. So yeah, that's how it kind of breaks down. You know what I mean? So
I honestly, I honestly think it's only going to be two.
I honestly think it's gonna be two as well. That's why I only mentioned. That's why I mentioned. So you have, like I said, you got Kansas City winning. You got
No,
Tennessee
I mean,
winning.
I mean two in the East is what I'm saying.
I know. I know.
Oh, right, right.
Um, you have Kansas City winning. You got the Tennessee winning. You got, let's say, Baltimore winning,
Hmm.
and then you have Miami. That's four. Then
Right,
you got three more spots, right?
right,
But you got to put the Bengals in there,
right,
in my opinion.
Right.
I think the Chargers are gonna pull it off and being that like sixth or seventh, right? And then
Hmm.
one other AFC East. So it's gonna be either the Jets or New England.
New
I don't
England.
think, to be honest with you, I'm actually kind of leaning, depending on how it goes, kind of leaning towards the Jets. Might actually be able to pull this one off and make it, you know. But again, it's
Well,
too
I'm
early
already
to tell.
locked in. I've already got a bet slip with New England on it, so
Okay, then for
I,
you,
I can't go
you
back
take
now. I
New
got a
England. No,
bet.
that's fine.
I'm already
You go
locked
New,
in.
you go with New England. I go with the Jets. And interestingly enough, neither of us are picking Buffalo. Yes, Trey. What's up, Trey? Yep,
Well,
I'm
think
being
about it. If
serious.
the Cincinnati Bengals make it in, they're going to have to beat Buffalo to do it. That's going to give them a tiebreaker advantage, or
Yeah.
in some way, at some point, possibly. Who knows? The Browns ain't out of it yet, considering the way the Bengals are playing, and whatnot. And then you got the West. You still got the Colts. They're not. I mean, you got
Nah,
our
they're done.
division.
They're done. They're
Well, you've
done.
got our division that still has a whole bunch of division games to still play with each other. You know,
Yes, but we're still the strongest division, period. I don't
well,
believe in
that's
the
true,
Colts at all.
but that's
At
true.
all. Not even a
That's
little
true.
bit.
And to start the year, who was the strongest division? The West,
The West.
and they cannibalized each other, just like I said they would.
Yeah, well, I mean, we both said it. Like that's what happened last year. That's why nobody knew who was. We didn't
Hmm.
know who was gonna get the first round bye till week 18. Like we literally had to wait till the last week of the season to know who, and that's when we found out. Oh, Tennessee was gonna win it because the Bills ended up losing that game,
I
whichever way.
just mean
Either they
there's
lost
what
17
I
or 18.
really, I guess, what I'm really saying is there's a lot of football left. And there's a whole bunch of teams sitting in the middle at 5-4, 4-5, 3-6. That
I'm looking at it right now.
easily, if some of these 6-3 teams start to slide, some of those teams could, still have a shot. It's not out of these teams with 6 losses. It's not out of. They're not out of it yet. I don't
Yeah,
believe.
but hold up, because now you're telling me hold up because you're saying that they're only gonna lose one more game. Like
Well, I'm
we
just
can,
saying if one of them gets hot, and then you got one of these other ones that slides a little,
and they're gonna rip off 9 games in a row. What the out of here, man? What are you talking about, Color?
people have done it.
I know they have, but
There's
not these
there's
people.
also there's injuries
Not
on
these
other
people.
teams. There's
Not these
all
people.
kinds of stuff that could happen from now
Not
till
these
then.
people. Not these people. On
I
a
mean,
positive note, Dolphins are plus 11. We used to be negative 11 last week in our point differential, and I just saw it right now. Now we're positive 11 points in our points differential. Congratulations,
mhm,
Dolphins. Very happy. But back to this. Look, we can, because I'm looking at the AFC right now. Texans, done. Raiders, done. They all have 7. And then Jaguars, done, because they all have
mhm.
7 losses.
Right,
No
Pittsburgh, I'd
way.
say done. Even with 6, they're not one of the ones
Exactly.
I would put in there.
Exactly. So
I think
Pittsburgh's
maybe
done.
okay, so maybe Cleveland is like the only one with 6 losses that still has a
But
shred of
now
hope.
you see what I mean and why I say
And
Cleveland
considering
is
they're
done.
getting
There's
back
no
Watson,
I don't give Watson hasn't played in 2 years, bro. What you
yeah, but
talking about?
we still have to factor in the element that he's that gifted.
True,
You know what I
he is.
mean?
He's that guy. I get it. Hence why we wanted him. But regardless of that,
And he
they're
has
not
been
ripping
doing team
off.
activities. He started to practice with the team this week. He's allowed to by the rules, like start to practice with him this
I
week.
know. I know.
I mean,
I personally don't think that they're gonna rip off. What is it? They're 3-6, so they would need 8 wins.
right. And the Bengals only need to drop 2 games, and the Ravens only need to drop 3 games to be right where they're at.
Yes, but you have to think about it this way. Ravens at least have 6 games. All they need is to win 4 more.
I know, I got it, but that's you know,
Okay, for me, for Miss Fins, Cleveland's out, Broncos are out, Pittsburgh's out, Jaguars are out, Raiders are out, Texans are out. Oh, I'll even put Colts are out. I don't trust the Colts whatsoever. Whatsoever. They're inconsistent. They got no head coach, interim, and they're literally tanking on purpose. Like, I'm done. The only teams, in my opinion, that have a shot at being here and that are in that 5-4 that you were talking about, because we got three of them that are 5-4. You got Patriots, Chargers, Bengals, right? All three of them have a shot to get the extra what? How many more wins they need? Six more wins to be 11 and 6, right? Or you think 10 and 7 will make it?
I mean, it's possible,
Good
is what
morning,
I'm
EM.
saying.
I mean, God. Good evening, EM. How you doing, EM? How you doing, Curtis? How you doing, AB?
I mean, 10-7 made it last year for two teams.
Yeah, but that's two horrendous teams.
Those two what?
Horrendous teams, and I'm
Right,
including the Patriots.
but I'm saying though, like we're looking at lower overall points per game scored on offense league wide this year. We're looking at, I mean, I don't know. I just think there's a lot of football left to be played given how many teams are 5-4, one team 4-5, and a couple teams 3-6. I don't think, look, if you look at the all the way to the 8th seed, like start at the 6th seed, you've got 6-3 Buffalo Bills, the 5-4 New England Patriots, the 5-4 Chargers, and then the 9th seed on the bubble is the Cincinnati Bengals at 5-4, the Colts at 4-5, and the Browns at 3-6. The East still has to play each other a dozen times. Um, you know, the Ravens, I mean, let's face it. No, I mean, you can say, yeah, they're playing good now, but they could easily drop 2 or 3 games. The Browns ain't out of it. I mean, if Jacoby can get them their last 1 or 2 games before Watson comes back, if
One.
Jacoby can pull them out, I mean, they still got a chance. Let's say, what happens if the Browns decide, hey, we're better than we showed Miami last week, and they come out and beat Buffalo. Now they're a 4-6 team that just beat Buffalo, who would now be a 6-4 team.
Yeah.
With everybody in between still. You see what I'm saying? Like,
It's
I don't know. I don't think
actually,
it's not even really out for the Broncos yet because their division is so bad right
yeah.
now.
Can
You know
I
what I
can I
mean?
tell you this? You're right, and this is what happened last year. Because be, because the losses are so similar in the AFC East,
Mm-hmm.
and you're really, I mean, to be fair, you're only like two losses away from being, like seventh.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
So
Just like
I
last
get
year.
what you're saying. I
Just
get
like
what you're
last
saying.
year, we finished 9-8, right?
Yep.
We were only 2 games behind the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah. We would have won the division had we won any other game prior to, forget that the Tennessee game. If we would have won the Colts game at the beginning of the season, or even the Jags or Atlanta, one of those other games, we win the division. So we just didn't. Now at
Another
this
thing I want to point out of the 3 teams, okay, so you got the teams I just listed. I'm forgetting Pittsburgh Steelers because their point differential is negative 67. There's no hope for
yeah.
them. You know what I mean?
Are you using
But you
ESPN,
look
by
at
the
the
way?
Broncos. Well, you look at the Broncos. Okay, the Broncos' point differential is negative 18. The Browns is negative 21. The Colts negative 46. But here's the thing: the Chargers at 5-4, the team you said would eke out the other spot. Their point differential is negative 28. That's worse than the Broncos.
True. True.
You know, and then you got the Tennessee Titans in the 3rd seed with a negative 2 point differential in the 3rd seed. Then you got a team like the Jets in the 5th seed that are positive 20. Now, I get it. We're only positive 11, but we all know what we've
But
been
we went
through and
no,
where we've gotten to where we're
but
at.
we
You know
went
what I mean?
plus 22 because we had to go from negative 11 to 0 and then
Right, right.
11.
Well, what I'm
So we went
saying is
plus
we all know
22.
we all know we're on an upward trend and the Jets are on a downward trend. So we know that. So,
True.
you know, the Bills 99, but
They
are they
dropped
going to be
because
able
they
are
were
they going to be
higher
able
than
to
that.
hold that up?
They were higher than that. Miss Fins and Color, what games going forward do you see the Dolphins possibly losing? Ooh, okay. Let me pull it up here real quick because this is a question, the Q&A portion of tonight. So right now we have the bye, obviously week 11. Then we have Texans. We're at home for Texans. We go away to our West Coast games. So we have San Fran at San Fran. Then we have at LA Chargers. Then we go from the West Coast all the way to the Northeast to Buffalo. And then we're at Buffalo. Then we come home for Christmas versus Green Bay. Then we go back up northeast to New England, and then come right back home to the Jets at home, and that's the last game. So out of the rest of the games that we have that I think we could possibly lose, I'm gonna go first, or you want to go first?
Oh, you can go.
Okay, I to be honest with you, I'm no longer afraid of the Buffalo Bills. I'm not even afraid of the distance and the traveling and stuff. Not even. What I am actually most concerned, the team that I'm actually most concerned up to this point is the 49ers. And that's because they look like a completely different team with Christian McCaffrey. What's up, Chris? How you doing? El Capitan from the Phins Tailgate. Everybody go ahead and check out the Phins Tailgate. Please subscribe.
Salute
What's
the
up, Benny?
Capitan.
Welcome, welcome. So yeah, so I would say the Niners, because they look like a completely different team with CMC, a much better team. That's the one that I'm actually really most concerned. Second to that, it still has to be the Bills game because it's a divisional game. That would be probably the only two losses I would say for us. Every other team we're beating, including Packers, including Jets, including, in my opinion, I only see us losing two more games, period. What about you, Color? And that will put us at 12-5.
Well, I'm going to give you three teams well, maybe four, but the fourth will be for a different reason. Three teams that I think are the possibilities: 49ers, Bills, or maybe the Packers. Because look, if the Packers are getting things on track and Aaron Rodgers is being Aaron Rodgers, they can always beat us. He knows how
True,
to
true,
exploit a
true.
fast defense. Can their defense stop our offense? Well, their defense is probably the strength of their team overall, even if it is bad. I don't know. I haven't looked at the numbers. But what I really would hope is that, not hope, I should say, because I think we can win out, believe it or not.
I think
Um,
so too.
I think we have the ability to. I think if we keep executing, I would actually predict us to win out. But if you're look, it is what it is, people. You've got the idea that, look, if we're doing good, if we're in command and things are the way they are, it's on the road, friendships, blah, blah, blah. I could see us losing to the 49ers as a favor, or, them beating us or where we could have won. I don't know. I'm not going to go that far. I think we have the ability to beat the 49ers. So I'm going to call that a win.
I didn't say that we couldn't beat them. They're just my biggest
Right,
concern.
right. But I think it's good. I think honestly, we probably will beat the 49ers. We're going to roll in everybody thinking we're going to meet our match, and we're actually going to prove everybody wrong and beat them.
48-22.
And I think because we're probably going to get in the right mindset of our road trip and be out there, and comfortable, being that the weather in those places are beautiful. I think we probably beat the Chargers too. They don't have any home fans showing. We can rock out that stadium probably with as many Finn fans that are in Los Angeles area.
Yep.
And then I think we actually come home, or we go all the way across the road, across the country to the Buffalo Bills on our third road game in a row. If the weather, though, if it's cold and miserable there, even if it's a decent day, that's the game that it's like, okay, if you're going to drop one on a 3 game road trip and you're coming all the way across the country with jet lag and all, at least you can look at mitigating circumstances. You can say, okay, we're obviously going to be a step slower than they are that day. We could
Versus
still overcome it.
versus who?
The Bills. We
Okay,
could
yeah.
still overcome it. We could still possibly beat them because, we all know how we feel about them. But I say, if it happens and we lose to them, that's ideally the best one we want to lose, because if we face them in the playoffs, it's really, really hard to
Touche,
beat a team
touche,
3 times in a row in the same season.
touche.
It just doesn't happen.
It doesn't
I've
happen.
argued against it for a lot of years, and I'm wrong every time. Every single time I'm wrong. You cannot beat a team three
You
times in a
can't.
row in the same
Not in
season.
the same season.
Maybe
It's
it
so
happens
hard.
once in a blue moon, but I
It's
ain't
so
seen no
hard.
blue moons in our future. Okay. However, our best case scenario is that we win out. Buffalo doesn't and doesn't make the playoffs, and that doesn't come into play anyway. So I'm all for beating them and focusing on beating them, but it may just not be possible if we're a step slower from having traveled across the country on a 3-game road trip. So I would say the Bills is the one that I would say,
Not
if I guess we're going to lose one, it's that one. However, if we roll through them and everything's clicking and we're surprised and we're like, oh my God, even with a step down, we can still beat them, then it's likely we slip one up in a trap style game against Aaron Rodgers, and I'll still go with the Packers then. However, if we win all those games and we're in prime position and we've already locked in the 2 or 3 seed, or 1 if the Chiefs start sliding, and we're like, it doesn't matter what happens, we're not going to lose or gain any position, then we will rest players against the Jets. Simply because, what if,
do you see my
what
nostrils?
if though, Miss Phins, and I said this morning on your show too,
You did.
what if losing to the Jets and allowing them to win stops Buffalo from getting in the playoffs? And we don't need the game. We're resting players, or at least we're saying, okay, we're going to go out with a vanilla game plan and not get nobody hurt. You know what I
Okay, look,
mean?
look. I will give you that if us losing to the Bills means that they don't make the playoffs, I'm cool with that.
No, right. The
However,
Jets, you meant. The Jets, you meant. Losing to
sorry,
the
the
Jets.
Jets. I
Right,
meant
right,
my bad. I
right,
just went Bills.
right. I got you.
The Jets. If us beating the Jets means the Bills don't make the playoffs, then now we're taught that's what you
We're
call a
obviously going to want a game
that's a
plan for it
business
properly. Sure.
decision. That's a business decision.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So I understand why some people might be like, okay, yes, but this is my thing. I'm trying to get the first overall pick. I mean, the first overall
Right, but I'm saying
seed.
in a scenario where that doesn't matter anymore. Like it doesn't matter
Like
up or
let's
down.
say Kansas City already clinched the first.
Right. And we can't lose our second. Like if we're in the second seed and we can't lose it no matter what happens.
I'm not resting players.
I'm
Okay,
not even
Culler,
saying I'm not even saying resting players, just saying, hey, if we'd rather the Jets win because it keeps the Bills out of the playoffs and it doesn't affect us up or down, then I say go in with a vanilla game plan
Culler, tell me
and
this:
and save injury. You know what I mean?
you have a wider knowledge here for the question that I'm going to ask. So I really want to pick your brain with this one. And then we're gonna preview our pick'ems for week 11, guys. Give us a minute. But this is a Q&A portion of League Wide Wednesdays, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, yeah. See. Now, as far as um, tell me of a team that did that rested their players and won the Super Bowl. Because last time I checked, when the Kansas City Chiefs did that, they lost the Super Bowl to Tom Brady.
I think the Rams did last year.
When?
I don't know. I don't. I'd have to look back at the NFC. I mean, at the last game they played of the season, but I don't remember if they were locked in or not. It's really kind of rare you get anybody locked in like that anymore.
Mm,
But you're right. I don't disagree with what you're saying. And I'm not saying to rest the players. I'm just saying keep them on the field to keep them crisp and keep them fresh. But don't, I mean, if you're going to run game plan, you want to run a game plan that's going to be less likely to get them injured, is what I'm
yeah,
saying.
I'm okay with that.
And that's probably against, possibly a team that's hungry to get in, like the Jets. That might be enough to lose for us.
And you know what?
If it doesn't
I'm okay.
matter, is what I'm saying.
Let's say Tua does the first half, you know, and we're up by 30. Put in Skyler.
Right, of course.
Take everybody out, you
Of
know.
course.
But I'm not saying just straight up just rest everybody.
Or how about you that's the game you treat as a preseason. You say, okay, now if we wouldn't have done that in the middle of the season already, we'd have maybe a couple more games to decide to do that against the Jets. But that's another discussion for another day.
Hmm.
But you could use that game to say, hey, let's pound this rock and let's get this running game right going into the playoffs, or send two out there to hand the ball off 50 times. You know what I mean? Something. But if you don't need to win and your opponent winning means that a greater opponent don't make the playoffs, I just don't know how
Business decision. I'm for it.
you know.
But I'm not okay with just resting them because you've seen it time and time again. Team rest a player, they come back, they're not game time ready.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get injured, you know? I'm not trying to deal with that. And let me tell you,
You
I
also
said this
remember,
time.
Miss Finns, you got guys like Tyreek Hill on now. You got Super Bowl champions on our roster, or guys that have been to the brink, that have been to the playoffs before at key positions, not just some guy that nobody cares about, but guys at key positions
Hmm.
that have been to the Super Bowl and been to the playoffs a couple times. So I think a lot of that may, you know, it's a little different. It's like Tyreek's going to make sure his guys are ready, in his department. You know,
I guess.
I don't foresee them guys allowing us to get in that mindset of
I
not
just don't,
being,
you know what I mean? Like my concern.
yeah.
It's
So
okay.
and
I
you
feel like,
do enough to keep their muscles relaxed and their muscles stretched and hot.
yeah.
Sure. I'm not.
Kenneth,
Oh,
yeah,
I'm not for
exactly. You know
resting at
what?
all. I think like you're saying. Now, obviously, well, if the worst happens, and I don't even want to say it, you know what I mean? But you know what I'm talking about.
Don't say it.
And
We're
then
not
I'm
even
not
going to say
talking
it.
about the quarterback either. I'm talking about any key player. You know what I mean?
Don't
And
even say it.
we're losing because
Hey,
of
what's up, Michael?
that.
Okay.
I mean, it's just a catch 22. You almost have to evaluate it position by position. How important is that guy? Is
Yeah.
this the type of guy? Is this the type of guy that can go without getting rusty? Is this the type of guy that needs to keep taking hits week in and week out to keep him up and hot? So I think it'll be a case by case, player by player basis. I think, and that if Mike McDaniel is handling it the right way, and all of
But
this
he's a
hinges
rookie
upon
head
whether we
coach.
need.
He's a rookie head coach.
Well,
That's
remember, all of this hinges upon whether we need to win or not. So
true.
it could be all out the window if we need to win. We go at it. You know what I mean? Throw caution to the wind.
That is true. And you know what? Just to bring this topic, Michael, okay, there he is. Ah, you should have heard us earlier, buddy. But look, right now they have, Nick, whatever his name from First Things First. He does.
No, Nick Wright.
Yeah, Nick Wright. He does his little tears, right?
Yeah, Wright,
Hmm.
ladies and gentlemen, just to clarify that. Nick Wright,
Thank you.
in case.
He's got occasionally dominant Buffalo Bills, Titans, and Cowboys. He's got
Oh,
not the standings,
I know what you're about to say.
Eagles, Vikings.
Quickly, is this updated for today? I saw
Yeah,
last
this is
week.
3 hours ago. 3 hours
Oh,
ago.
great, because last week's was cool enough.
Then he's got legitimately scary the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Ravens, and Bengals. Then he has co number one contenders. The San Francisco 49ers and your Miami Dolphins. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, he's got the Dolphins as co number one contenders right now. And obviously, he's got the Chiefs at top because he's a
Right,
Chiefs
right.
fan.
So what tells you what? Since he's a widely known major Chiefs fan. So we're basically at the top of his list. He just don't want to say it.
Exactly, exactly. And it's funny enough, he put in the co number one contenders as AFC for us, and then NFC for 49ers. And
Right.
you know what
So
I
we
told
don't have
people?
any number one contenders. Exactly.
Exactly. And you know what I actually said, and I said this a couple weeks ago. I said I think this is gonna be a Dolphins 49. Like people are like, oh, it's gonna be this team coming out of the East. I mean the NFC, and I'm like, no, 49ers are coming out. And it was after I saw CMC play in that game. 49ers are making a Super Bowl, man.
Hey,
I'm telling you.
it'd be Shanahan versus Shanahan. You know what I
That'd
mean?
be so insane. And then in that case, oh, I'm destroying.
Should be one of those high scoring affairs.
Nah, defense wins championships. Ain't gonna be high scoring. Be low
Niners versus
scoring.
Dolphins this year. You don't think that would be high scoring?
Maybe in regular season, but in the playoffs,
Right.
the Super
Right.
Bowl, low scoring, buddy. But I'm telling you right now, that'd be so insane.
Well, if you want
Oh,
to be MVP for the NFL, you got to score because you got to bring in the dollars, and scoring brings in the dollars.
that is true. That is true.
I
But
mean,
I just saw it real quick.
If Tua went and put up a 50 burger in the Super Bowl after it's been so long since that's happened, you know, he probably would bring in the NFL extra revenue, and therefore you could argue,
Absolutely.
but therefore you could argue that he is the NFL MVP because I have a firm belief that the league wide MVP is the guy that brings in the most revenue for the NFL. That's their that's what's valuable to them. So the most valuable player would be the guy that brings in the biggest draw for the NFL.
And he's a likable guy. It's
Yeah,
just that
well, Miss Finns, the
you
reason
know,
I bring all
he's
that up
trapped.
is because if you think of it from that perspective, then it becomes easy to see why people get shafted out of the conversation, or people get, they don't look at just stats and blah, 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 or they do when they want to, because it really is a
I know,
matter
right?
of how do we sell the audience that this guy, because look, what if the guy that sells the most jersey sales, and that's figurative to mean bring in the most revenue, okay? What
Yeah.
if that guy is the worst guy in the league?
What's up, Luch? Yeah, that
You know
is
what I mean?
true.
So then
That
they
is
have
true.
to, or what if he's the fifth best quarterback? Well, the NFL would then have to be like, well, we got to give this guy the award because he's the biggest draw. So now they go, oh, well, stats don't matter or something. You know what I mean? Like they got to
Let's
sell
move
it
the
that way,
goalpost. Of course.
because it really is who brings in the most draw. If you're talking about team MVP, who is the most important person to their team, then that's why they give individual awards. And usually your Super Bowl MVP can kind of describe that, because if you're the Super Bowl MVP, then obviously you were the most important to your team.
Literally.
You
So
know, so people
I'll
just
tell you
keep that
this.
in
It
mind
would
when they get
be
upset about people's
insane.
takes.
It would be insane. And I'm telling you, I see the 49ers coming out of the West. I mean, the NFC. And I could totally see the Dolphins getting there,
Sure,
man.
sure. And again, on that, all that, what I just said, y'all Dolphin fans, myself included, y'all want Tua to get MVP. Go buy his merch. Go
Trust
buy
me,
his jerseys.
they've been buying his merch.
Oh, I
He's
know they
probably the
have,
one.
but I'm saying that's what's going to win him MVP. Spend money on the guy.
I'll tell you this, man. Oh my God, it'd be so insane. 49ers, I mean, 49ers, Dolphins Super Bowl, when both of them have pretty much the exact same team mirrored, we just have better colors. And and oh my God, that would be just so insane. And you know what? We're gonna get a preview. We're gonna get a
Mhm.
preview in week 13.
And that's also, by the way, that's why Tyreek Hill is such a strong candidate because he's still selling Kansas City jerseys and Dolphin jerseys.
I know, right? That's insane. Dolphins are losing four straight out of the bye week. Ah, that's so cute. Brooklyn Clan, talk your stuff. Oh, thank you, appreciate it, Brooklyn. Yes,
By the
rematch
way,
from
shout out
'83.
to and hello to everybody that said hi to me. I've just been kind of, ignoring y'all. It's not out of spite. It's just because,
We're
I don't want
when
to
we're
make the whole
into it, and
show about saying hi to everybody. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
when you're into it, and we also have multiple screens that we gotta look at stuff. I get it, man.
I
Listen, hey,
appreciate every one of you coming by to see Miss Phins or myself or both. And
yeah,
yeah, it's always a great time here on Wednesday nights. And keep coming back every Wednesday because Miss Phins is gonna keep me in check and let me know how my picks went. So
yeah. On that note, wait a second, meant us to like our preview for week 11, and I'm not gonna lie to you, Color. I'm gonna put something in a private chat in a second so you can see. I'm a little proud. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just a little happy right now. But uh, but let's talk about week 11. Okay, hold on before I do.
you're gonna get totally unbiased color tonight because we don't have a game this week.
I know, right?
So
Well, it's not. I mean, it's not like we're ever like biased on purpose. Uh,
well,
you
I'm
saw.
less likely to pick a Bills upset. You know what I mean? But I
Yeah, I know,
probably
right? I know,
no.
right?
I'm still gonna pick a Bills upset. Just a teaser for
What's
the
up, Ray
pick'em
Love?
segment.
For real. Chippo, welcome. What's up? What's up? Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, okay. So let's get to week 11. We got to preview our week 11. Did you see the private chat?
Yes, yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Right. That is pretty cool. Um, okay. So we got week 11. This week is going to be very interesting because right now, let me start off with the people that have a bye. So, Dolphins, obviously, you already know we have a bye this week. Seattle also has a bye. Tampa Bay has a bye. And Jacksonville also has a bye. I thought Jacksonville had a bye last week. I don't know. I, it's because I didn't really
Remember when
realize
they
that
used
they're.
to have all of the same division would be on a bye
Yeah, I
when
remember
they
that.
first started doing it, and there might be like
Yeah,
one team from another division that's on it, because the math worked that way. Now it's like random, completely
random.
randomized.
Yeah. They're like, well, we're just going to do what we need to make sure we get all these matchups to what we want them to be. Like, that's it.
That's what it is. Do we lay out the matchups we want and then let the computer fill in all the rest of the gaps? You know what I mean? That's why we get three road games in a row.
Or that's why we get five horrible Thursday night games. Yeah, I know. I'm telling you, yo. Like, you said my fantasy team was D minus. Well, 9-1. How you feel now? We apology. I owe you an apology. Word of mouth. You talking to me? If you're talking to me, I'm not apologizing. I still give it a D minus. Even more if I'm losing to you. Like,
By the way, I want to point out something about coming all the way across the country from Los Angeles to Buffalo on that 3-game road trip.
mhm.
And when I say we'll be a step behind Buffalo, we will be. And there's no doubt about it in my mind. If we beat them, that's like shocking. That's like we are that much better than them because I'm telling you, when I say we'll be a step behind, the reason I know this to be a fact, think about it. When Dan Marino's last game that he played, I hate to drudge up bad memories and all. Uh, if I remember correctly, we had come all the way from across the country from facing the San Diego Chargers or somebody like that. And we came all the way across the country to face Jacksonville, and they beat us 62-7. They put up 35 points in the first quarter. It was 35-0. First quarter. And so that tells you right there, like when I was watching the game, I'm like, these guys are just too slow. Like it was so apparent to me that like they were a complete step and a half behind the Jaguars. Everybody, all the way including Dan Marino. It was like, uh. 62-7. So it's a
Ugly way
real
to lose.
phenomenon. Like they're gonna be a step behind the Bills when they go to face them at Orchard Park. Can we overcome that? God, imagine if we did. That's when we
If
know we're a real deal. You know what I
if the
mean?
Dolphins overcame, because look at just the division, because I'm not pulling up the whole thing, but straight up. And when we have our, what week is it? Week 13, 14, and 15, right? That's our toughest second part of the season. Week 13 for the Jets is going to be Vikings, Bills, Lions. So I would say 2 out of 3, right? But they're not doing the traveling like we're doing. And they're going to be at Vikings, at Bills, close enough. They're next to each other, and then home for the Lions, which is again same exact place. They're not really going nowhere. Then you got Patriots or Buffalo, Cardinals, and Raiders, right? Well, Buffalo is right there next to them. Cardinals, Arizona, okay, that's probably the only one that they have to like go travel to. And then after that, they got the Raiders, which is right next door. So they kind of have a similar Midwest ish, if you will, type. Um, but realistically, Raiders sucking. Cardinals also sucking. And Buffalo, all right. So yeah. And then you have Bills. They have Patriots, Jets, and Dolphins. What the? I didn't realize when I said that what I was reading. So they have the Patriots next door. Then they got the Jets at home next door. And then they come down here to us week 15. I mean, and then they stay at home after back to back home game. That'll be back to back home games to the Dolphins. So all three of them got easy 13th, 14th, 15th week. I would say the second bad would be Patriots, maybe. We have the worst 13th, 14th, 15th week. Like the worst out of the entire league. We're doing the most travel in that time frame. And it's all three away games, three tough away games, and they're also in the snow in the middle of winter. So yeah, if we go there, beat San Francisco, beat the Chargers, and then beat Buffalo Bills, I'm taking Miami as the number one overall seed in the AFC East, in the AFC. Period. Everyone would. Who wouldn't? That's the toughest part of the schedule, or second toughest part of the schedule. They would instantly be number one in the AFC. Period. Forget that. I don't care. I don't care if Kansas City wins out. Dolphins will be number one in the AFC. In the AFC, in my opinion. So it'd be
Well,
insane.
look, we win. It don't matter what everybody else does if we keep winning.
That is true. That is true. That is
It's the bottom line.
1,000% true. There is talks possibly moving the game to Detroit. Moving what game to Detroit? Like, okay. Um, your game to Detroit? What at? Because you guys are at Lions
These
are in
Buffalo
Detroit.
fans are like they're like in this imaginary realm where the NFL cares, where they think the NFL cares about their climate condition. Like seriously, where do
Oh,
you hear that stuff from? Like it
I don't
doesn't even like Michael K. A joke has to be somewhat rooted in reality for it to be funny. You know what I mean? Like I get it if you're joking, but it has to be rooted somewhat in reality, at least plausibility.
Oh, it's supposed to be 4 feet of snow.
Oh,
So
whoop de doo. You ever heard of a snowplow?
that is true.
Well, the
I've seen
NFL
snow
has.
games. I've seen snow games. I feel like I'm doing my best Joy Taylor, impersonation here with my hair. I just totally thought about that. I don't know why. Yeah. Anyways. Um okay. So let's get to week 11 because I literally forgot what we were going to talk about because it's always goes back to the Dolphins because it's our team. But let's see here. So we got first up in the actual Thursday night game. This might be a decent game. Oh my god, this might actually be a decent game. Tennessee at Green Bay, and Green Bay is looking like they're all right. Joy Taylor, my baby mama, word of mouth. I love Joy Taylor. I love her brother too. Oh, sexy. Anyways, um, so yeah, who do you got? Tennessee or Green Bay?
Give me just a second, and I'll tell you.
Oh, you looking at your
That's an
stuff?
interesting game. That's tomorrow night, right?
That's tomorrow night. I know. That's what I'm saying. I was like, this is okay.
I am going with. I think I'm going to go with Tennessee on this one. Um, 24-20.
Okay. Hmm. They're in Green Bay Thursday night,
Oh
and
dang!
I.
Can I change my pick then?
Mm,
No, I'll keep it the way it is.
no, 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 no. Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell me. Tell me.
No, I'll keep it. I'll keep it
Dude,
because I
just
think,
tell
but
me.
because Tennessee's strength actually plays well in cold weather, so I'm not worried about it.
Oh,
Tannehill don't play well in cold weather, but Tennessee's strength does.
yeah, because they can run the ball like
Right.
a madman.
And Henry hurts that much even more when it's cold out. Them guys ain't gonna want to go head up with Derrick Henry.
No, not when you got 230 or what? What is he like 250?
Mm.
Just freight train coming at you.
Remember when your friends used to flick you in the ear when it was like 38 degrees outside? Yeah.
I'm a Floridian, so I don't know what that is, but yeah, I'm
Well, I'm
sure.
talking about here in Florida when it was 38.
I know it's gotten that low before, and by then, no, I wouldn't.
Well, whenever it's cold here. The point is it hurts way worse when it's cold.
Of course, like lingers is weird, but yeah. Okay, so I actually pick. It's so weird. I almost want to say the Packer. Okay, guys, y'all tell me, because I want to hear what you guys think. Who's gonna win, Packers or Titans? I want
She
to go
phoning the audience. Is that what she's doing? Phoning the audience?
putting the audience, right? I want to go Packers because they are at home, and because I feel like with this Watson guy, Packers are they're
Fresh and so clean.
yeah.
The new
Crypto, what's
Green
up,
Bay
Crypto?
Packers.
I think he might have found his guy. It's really hard for me to pick the Packers because they just sucked this year so much. But
Here, ask yourself this question: did they just pick this guy up? Why hasn't he been able to do this all season?
you're right. I don't know why they haven't.
Did Aaron
What's
Rodgers wake up
what's up,
one day
Marina's
and go,
go?
"I'm going to try this guy Watson and see what he does"?
Idiot. You know what? Let me just go Packers because I'm thinking about it too much.
Well,
Uh,
they were good for me last week. It was not a
I'm
bad.
gonna go 23-20
So
Packers.
we're almost flipping the script basically.
Oh snap! I forgot what you even put.
Mine was
Yeah,
24-20. Right.
yeah. I'm gonna go 23-20.
All right.
Okay, I didn't completely forgot your score and everything. So
It's funny. It suggests how we both feel about the game. We're just on the other side of it. You know, it's
honestly,
like
I was gonna
same
say
thing.
23-17.
Right. I
They
was
win
gonna.
from a last minute touchdown. That's where I was gonna take
Yeah.
the difference.
Hmm.
But
See, my 24-20 was picturing Aaron Rodgers going for one more touchdown in junk time, and Tennessee's defense holds him off. You know what I mean?
mm, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Okay, okay. We got let's see here. Luch says Packers. Sandy says Titans. Crypto says Packers. Word of mouth says Green Bay. Let's see here. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Who else? Jeremiah says Packers 24, Titans 22. Good score too. Okay, cool. I'm gonna stick to the Packers. Now we got Bears at Atlanta. 1 o'clock game on Fox. I don't even know what team to pick. I can't stand either of these teams. They're so inconsistent. Justin Field, I feel like it's better than Mariota right now. Or at least he's running better. Brooklyn Clan says Green Bay. Sandy says 24-17. Sandy, are you saying Atlanta or Titans? 24-17 Titans. Luch says he's picking Atlanta. Give me a score too, Luch. So hard to pick either of these teams. So I have to go based on defense because we kind of know their offense. Who has a better defense? Help me out, Color. Who's got a better defense right now? Mm, I feel like
Um,
it Bears. No, because they just lost Roquan and Robin
I mean,
Robert.
technically, yards totals the Falcons, but the Falcons allow more points per game.
So what are you saying?
But the analysts have it 68.9% for the Falcons. Oddly enough,
Really?
I'm gonna go. Let's see. So Chicago will get all of that 23. I'm gonna go Atlanta 27-24.
Oh, 27-24. Okay. You know what? Just for sake. 23-17. Bears. The Bears. I'm gonna go Bears for that one. I don't know why. Don't ask me. Sandy
Like what?
says,
Same as the last game. I don't know why I'm going with the Falcons either. So we're
honestly,
in the
I'm
same
I'm
boat.
taking I'm taking Justin Fields. Literally, I'm just taking Justin Fields over Mariota. That's my difference maker for me. I feel like they're similar types of teams. Their defense is kind of similar, but to your point, Atlanta does allow a lot more points than the Bears do, even though they lost two major key pieces in their defense. But I think literally Justin Fields is getting his legs underneath him, so I'm gonna go with Justin Fields, and that's why I picked the Bears. Let's see here. Okay, so we got. Okay, got it. Sandy says 14-3 Bears. Luch says 28-24
You notice what the ticket aggregator says, Miss
Atlanta.
Fins,
What?
for the next game. You notice what the ticket aggregator says.
Stop it. Are we both looking at ESPN?
Yeah,
Which game? With the which?
the next one on the list,
Oh my God.
and
That's
then look at the Eagles Colts. It's more expensive to go see Eagles Colts this
Are
Sunday
they
than it is
flipping
Bills and
kidding
Browns.
me?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. It's one of the cheapest games you can go to.
Mm-hmm.
Cleveland Buffalo. That's insane.
And that's either because they give Cleveland no chance and nobody cares to go see that,
Or they really don't
or
think
they
that
think
the
both
Bills.
teams are crappy and it's going to be a boring game.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay, on that note, let's go Browns Bills.
All right.
Oh God, do I want to say it? Cause I want to say it. I want to say it. I'm taking Browns. There you go. I said it. Taking Browns. I think Browns are gonna want to show out. I think Nick Chubb is gonna want to show out. He was pissed. He couldn't really get off at all versus the Dolphins. Said that little minute thingy, but the inconsistent bull Jeremiah says between Bears and Falcons. Absolutely, I just put them and the Colts in there too. I want to take the Browns. I feel like the Browns really are gonna want to show out. I'm having this feeling. And I think that, like you, to your point, I think Jacoby Brissett wants to show that he is a starting quarterback. You know what I mean? That he can lead the team, and this is going to help him before Watson gets here because it might not even be for this team. It could be for one of these other crappy teams that's going to need a quarterback. He's playing right now. Jacoby Brissett is playing for his next contract. He's playing to see if he can be a starter in another team. You know what I mean? So I think he's gonna want to show out. I definitely think Chubb is gonna want to show out. So I'm picking Browns. And let's see here. Luch says Bills 42-17. Hell no, not even close. Sandy says Browns 35-32. Michael K says Clues. I don't know who you're saying that. I'm going for the Cleveland Clown show. Yeah, yeah. The price for the 49ers Dolphins game is expensive. Glad I got my ticket early. Smart, Sandy.
So this was gonna be my upset, and I really think the Browns are gonna beat the Bills.
See?
But since I need to make up ground on you, I'm
Stop.
gonna go
Don't
ahead with
say
the
that.
sure
Don't
pick.
say that.
I'm gonna
I
go
told you.
ahead with the sure pick and pick the Bills
What do you mean?
35 to nothing.
Literally, we've already picked two separate teams in the first two games. But fine, fine, fine.
35 to nothing Bills.
Hmm, okay.
Jacoby's gonna see a lot of dirt.
You know what? On that flipping note, I'm taking 27-21 Browns. Mark them, read them, and weep. Okay? Read them and weep. Browns are winning. Telling you, Browns are winning. Now we got who we got? Eagles versus Colts. I'm so done with this game. Do I really need to say who I think is gonna win? Or is it possible that it's already obvious? Eagles are gonna want to come back and bounce back. Colts, don't trust them. Even though I guess Jeff Saturday looks semi decent as an interim head coach. But I'm taking Eagles. I don't trust the Colts. So what do you
I'm
got?
gonna take
Eagles?
the Colts. Oh, go ahead with your score. I'm sorry.
Oh, you just want to go against me. You know what? It's okay. That's fine. That's fine. I get it. You gotta make up some ground. You want to make up some ground. Not smart way. Sure. I'm taking the Eagles. I'm thinking 30 burger. I'm feeling like 32. I think they really did not like losing last week. And this, I'm not trying to be funny at all, but I'm being dead serious. I'm taking 32-12. Like
Oh,
all
big
field
win.
goals.
Big win, huh? I'm going then in that
Oh,
case, I'm gonna go Colts 29 to 17.
weird. Your points, golly, they just so weird. Luch says Colts 24-10. Okay. Sandy says Eagles 35-14. Okay. Bills cancel practice due to illness after practice for the rest. Alter practice for the rest of it. Due to illness. Michael K, what do you mean? They all got COVID or something? Miraculously? I mean, anonymously or whatever. You know what I mean? Just because they're going to want to forfeit the game. Sorry. I probably shouldn't have laughed at that. Okay, okay. Now we got Jets Patriots. I'm gonna let you go first.
I'm taking Patriots 30 to 28.
Seriously, yo. Don't make me take the Jets because I wanted to take the Jets. I actually think you already seen the downfall of the Jets, aren't you? Is that why you're picking? Is that why you're picking?
Or the rise of the Patriots.
Most of them I can't even stomach the sound of them. But I guess
Both teams are very evenly matched.
they really are.
The Jets score 21.8 per game, the Patriots 22.6. Jets give up 19.6 per game, Patriots 18.4.
Dang,
Patriots are favored by 3. Over under is 38.
I don't know how I feel about these games.
The ESPN analytics say have it almost even. Patriots 50%, Uh, and Jets 48.9. It's 50.4 to 48.9 for the Patriots. Totally evenly matched game here. This is a coin flipper right here.
This is one of those that will make or break
And
your
so
Pickems
my
Patriots.
coin has already been flipped since I already have the bet in for the Patriots finishing second in the division. So uh,
I see
yeah,
what you
I'm
mean.
going Patriots 30 to 28.
Okay, so based on what I said this morning, if Patriots win, and let's say Browns win, what that means for the Dolphins, I need a minute because this is important for us. This is what would happen if Patriots win. They go to 6-4. Jets will also be 6-4, and let's say the Bills lose, they'll be 6-4. All three of them. This will keep Miami at 1. It will automatically put Patriots at 3, at 2. Sorry, and Jets 3 and Bills fourth.
Yep.
That's what would happen, right?
Yep.
But if Patriots win and the Bills win too, then that means Bills will be 7-3. Um, Patriots and Jets will be 6-4. Dolphins will also be 7-3. But because we hold the tiebreaker, it would be Dolphins, Bills, and in that instance, being 2-0 versus the Jets, Patriots will be third. Jets would be dead
The
last.
only way we get knocked off our spot is if the Jets win. It's the only
Let's
way
go
we get knocked
Patriots.
off our spot
Let's go Patriots. That's it. Yeah.
because they hold a tiebreaker on
I
us.
know, because they hold the
But
tiebreaker.
that's
I know.
it. Jets are
I
the
know.
only ones. So
And to be honest with you, these are the games that are gonna matter for the division at the end when we play the Patriots and we play the Jets week 8, 17, and 18. So
yep, we just
go
got to keep
Patriots.
taking care of business. Beat the
Uh,
teams in front of us.
27-24 Patriots. No, 27-23 Patriots. I think
Okay.
they're gonna be like it's gonna be like 20-23, and then somehow Patriots come back and score the touchdown, kick the extra field goal, bringing it 27-23.
See, I'm thinking 27 to 26 or
No,
28
you
to
said
27, and Mac Jones takes him down for a game winning field goal.
dude, you said 30-28. Make up
Right.
your mind, bro.
No, I said 30 to 28.
Okay.
So the Jets will be ahead 28 to 27, and Mac Jones will
Mm,
take it down to kick the game
to
winning
get the
field
kick
to
in
let him
game
get right.
funny.
Get him get the game winning
Yeah.
field goal. Right.
That's a good one. That's a good scenario. That might actually end up being the case. I changed my pick. Let's go, Pats. Sandy, we're trying to stay number one. You know what I mean? We're trying to stay
I
number
thought
one.
I'd win him over, Miss Fins. What do you think?
You won
Hey,
me over.
only way for us to not be number one is the Jets win. It's like, all right,
But it really is the truth, though. And
go
at this point,
Patriots.
then the Patriots would, and then it would literally put, then it would be irregardless of what happens to the Bills, whether they win or lose, we'll still be number one.
Exactly.
And on top of that, too, it'd be extra cherry because they would automatically be fourth in the division if
Right.
they lose.
If they lose, right.
Love it. Okay. Now we got Rams at Saints. Talk to me. What do you got?
This is the same game we had last week. Didn't we have this game last week?
Mm, no, it was Cardinals Rams.
And Saints and Steelers. I'm like, what? Could have sworn. Like, sorry,
Yes.
Miss Fins.
It's okay.
I
You're
was
just messing me up. No big deal.
transposing there a minute. But yeah, so yeah, I don't really have God. I don't have any faith in any either of these teams. The Rams no longer have Cooper Cup, so
Oh my
but
H. That's right. And I got him in my fantasy leagues. I'm done with fantasy.
there's no way they're going to catch. Well, I don't know. 49ers are only 5-4.
Yeah, no. But
Who's
remember, that's
leading that
because
division? The Niners with 5-4 is leading that division
say that again, for which
for the
football?
NFC West.
So for the NFC West right now, you have Seattle 6-4, San Fran 5-4,
Oh, Seattle.
Cardinals.
That's who I was forgetting.
Yeah. Cardinals 4-6, and Los Angeles 3-6. So
Okay,
they're two
okay,
games behind, or technically 3 games behind,
okay.
because they got 2 losses plus
And
two
then
four
clipping
games
at their
behind.
heels, you still got the Rams clipping at their heels. So I'm going to go Rams because the Rams have more to play for, even though it's a long shot.
Okay.
I'll go Rams.
Going Saints. They lost
Uh,
Cooper Cup. It's over.
21-19 Rams.
He scores. And me and my sevens and threes. 13-10 Saints. I think it's gonna be low scoring in my opinion. Well, now we got the Lions at the Giants, ladies and gentlemen. Hmm? Well, who do you got? I'm taking Giants.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Like I love my Giants. I don't see the Lions beating them. The Giants defense is actually getting much, much better every single game they play. We already know that Lions have no defense. They do have offense, they have no defense. And if I'm just gonna go based on defense, I think the offense kind of matches each other. Even though I might give the Lions a slight edge, but they just lost T.J. Hawkinson when they traded him away. Their tight end, key player. So yeah, I'm gonna go Giants. 27-24 Giants. I think they're still gonna be able to score, but I don't think that's gonna be like major. You know what I
I'm going
mean?
to go Big Blue 31-24.
31-24. You said.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremiah says Giants 28, Lions 14. I'm loving it. Sandy says Giants 24, 20. Sandy also says Rams 17 to 7. Ooh, okay. Kenna, what's up, Kenna? We killing the rest of the schedule. We lose game, and that's the Jills. Actually, I think it might be 49ers, and we win everything else. So, hey, just saying. Now we got Carolina Panthers at Baltimore. Yeah, I'm taking Ravens. I don't even need to think about this. Taking
Go ahead.
Ravens
Sorry.
31-18. But
I am going to go. I'm going to take the Panthers 26-24.
26
To 24.
and Panthers.
In
Okay.
Baker Mayfield's return, he somehow gets in the head of Lamar Jackson and defeats him.
How? Oh, God, I don't even know. Sandy
Somehow.
says Ravens 34-21. Jeremiah says Lions. Oh, I already read that one. Yeah. Um, Luch says Ravens 35-21. I
So I'm
like
either going to look like an idiot or I'm going to look real brilliant on that
I
pick. One or
like
the
Luchas though. I like Luchas. Okay. Now we got the commies versus the Texans. I'm taking commies all the way.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll take
riding
the
them.
commies
I'm
too.
riding them.
You bludgeoned me into it last week. I'll take the commies.
Oh, hey, Carla, what's up? Yeah, Carla says 38-16 Ravens. So Carla and I kind of have like similar take. Like I said 31-18. Honestly, yeah, I think it's gonna be that type of disparity. As far as the Commanders, yes, to me they're much better team than Houston, more complete team, and Taylor Heineke is playing his butt off, and I love it. So, what did they score last game? They scored 33 points, or was it 33 or 32 points? I think it was. So they could put up points. I don't foresee Houston putting up points like that. I'm gonna go with. That's weird because I'm trying to think tutties. Deux, trois. Okay, I'm gonna go 24 to 12 plus 6, 18, 19. 24, 24 to 19. Liz
I'm
says Browns 30, Bills 0. Love it, Liz. Haven't gotten there yet. We're gonna talk about. Oh wait, we did talk about it. Yeah. What about you for
I'm
the
gonna
Broncos?
go Commanders 28-13.
Okay, got it, got it. You one upstage me. I get it. Luch says commies 24 to 3. Okay. Sandy says Washington 24 to 7. Um. Okay. Got it. Now we got Raiders at Broncos. This is just like this is
Wow,
you're killing me right now with this game.
I know, right?
And this is the first 4 o'clock game too. It's the early 4 o'clock game, so it's 4:05 versus 4:25 on Fox. I'm dying right now just looking at this game. Like, golly, poke my eyes. Chase Young is back too, Luch. Oh, commies all day. Are you kidding me? Their defense was all right. Now he's back. That team is going somewhere. They're gonna give. Mark my words. They're gonna push, and they might even make the playoffs. The Commanders. I'm being super serious. Like I know people make fun of them, blah blah blah. They're the worst team, but right now they're 5-5. They're only what 3 wins away from the Eagles, two away from the Giants, and 1 game away from Dallas Cowboys. They can push. They can push. And remember, the NFC is already weak. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But what a ugly game. I just don't even want to look at this game. So Las Vegas and Broncos. Who do you have more faith in at this point? Hmm? Guys, tell me who do you think it does? The sure cure for the sure cure for insomnia. Raiders Broncos. Dude, Jeremiah, you're right.
I'm gonna go
Wait,
Broncos 23-17.
really?
Yeah,
23 to 17. Okay, we're doing a lot of opposites in this one. Liz says color. No, Derek Carr should retire to backup QB. You know, I'm so disappointed, Carla and him, dude. Like, I'm so disappointed in Derek Carr right now, and I'm sure so is Devonta Smith. But I feel like they gotta come back. This is the last, and I said this last week too. I'm so mad at myself. It's the last time I'm picking the stupid Raiders, but I feel like I need to. Like, like I feel like this is the one. They're gonna prove me right, and they're gonna get me to do it. So I'm gonna take the Raiders. Awful game. 21-17, like barely winning. You know what I mean? I almost want to go lower than that, but let's just leave it that way. Now we got Dallas at Vikings. Who you got? Oof.
oh
This is a good
man,
one. This is a good game.
hard not to say the Vikings don't continue. They've been playing such
I
solid
know.
ball, but
I know.
uh,
That's a good game. We go from the worst possible game this week to a really top three game, in my opinion, between Dallas and Minnesota. They're both contending um, for the playoffs. Carla says Vikings 36-34. Okay, that's good. Raiders feel a bit cursed to me. Luch, I agree with you. Um, man, I want to take Minnesota, but this is my problem with the Cowboys and why I don't feel comfortable taking the Cowboys. You just lost to freaking Aaron Rodgers with no receivers. Like, what are we talking about? But I'm gonna have to pick the Vikings, man. They're on another level. Did you see that Justin Jefferson? I couldn't stop watching the replay of that catch. Like, I feel like they're 7-1, but they're hitting their stride, man. Vikings are hitting their stride. And right now, the Vikings, where you at, Vikings? Dang. Excuse me. They're 8-1. My apologies, Vikings. You're tied for first in the NFC.
They're also 4-0 at home.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be losing at home. Look at their differential; it's plus 79. Like they're destroying. And then even so, wait, that was sorry, 35. Their point differential. But look at the points against. Their defense is actually holding down teams. You know what I mean? I can't pick. I can't pick Cowboys. I don't trust the Cowboys. I don't trust the Cowboys. And away, the Cowboys right now are 2-2. You know, they're hit or miss. I'm going Vikings. I'm gonna go, and actually, I think that they can put up points in this one too. 35-23.
That's close to
35
me.
20.
That's close to my score. I'm thinking 34-27 Vikings.
Wait, say that one more time. What?
34-27 Vikings.
34. Okay, I thought you said 24. So 34-27 Vikings. Okay. Carla, you say Dak is another car chokes all the time. Seriously, at this point, they might as well just keep Cooper Rush.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Dallas is one slaughter away from being seen as a terrible team.
As the Las Vegas Raiders,
Mm-hmm.
who spent all those millions of dollars, brand new stadium for that bad team. Which is weird because they have really
I
good.
don't think Ezekiel Elephant. I can't believe that was an accident.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think that Ezekiel Elliott is ever going to get back to the form that he
I don't
came
think
into
so
the league
either.
at.
I think Tony Pollard is better than him.
Tony Pollard continues to put up massive games.
That's why I said Tony Pollard is definitely better than him.
It's such a fraud. Like paying Zeke all that money and having Pollard be the one to actually do all the work.
Yep.
Just year over year, it keeps happening.
But you know that his next contract, ooh, he's gonna get paid. He's gonna
But
get
yet,
paid.
week after week, the daily fantasy still has Ezekiel as a higher salary than Pollard. It's just amazing to me how they continue to put up that scam
Yeah.
instead of giving this man his credit, i.e.,
Uh-huh.
Tony Pollard.
Uh, Jeremiah says Minnesota 35, Dallas 19. Liz says Miss Fins, Bills are gonna choke. Browns will win 35-0.
Ooh,
If
I
the
don't know about that.
Bills get shut out with Josh Allen there, the Bills are done for the season.
And then people would have to really evaluate what they were and are and everything else. Yeah, absolutely.
And on top of that too, remember, his money doesn't kick into next year. This was their year to make it. They're not gonna make the Super Bowl if they don't win this year. Like they're
Nope.
screwed.
They're already losing guys all over defense on injury. I mean,
They're done.
and
Zeke
if you
Price is
can't
simply
and if
supply
you
the money.
can't
Yeah.
get pressure on Jacoby Brissett with, I think, what's his name should be healthy, Milano or whatever. I mean,
Oh, Matt Milano.
yeah, I mean, I can't even imagine Jacoby even getting out of his own way. And if the Bills lose to them, it's like,
That
what are you guys really? Where's your identity? Like,
they
you
lost
have
it.
no run game.
Their identity is Josh Allen.
Yeah, and like I said, one finger injury away, and that's your team. You
Yep.
can say, oh, whatever, but I think the Dolphins would be better off without our best player than you guys would be without your best player. I'm not going to say who I think our best player is. It doesn't really matter.
I was totally gonna put you on the spot, but at the end of the day, we have way too many best players.
Right, but that's
It
my
depends on
point,
the
Miss Finn.
position, you know.
That's my point. Choose your best player on our team. Take him off, and we're still winning.
We're still winning,
We can't say that about the Bills.
and I'm telling you right now, man. If he goes out and plays one more week, I think he's gonna be done for the season. I think he's gonna be done for the season, and it's not because I want it to happen, because nobody deserves. You know, he's still playing. He's still, still a human being, still a player. You never want to see anybody like lose their careers like that. Not that he's gonna lose his career, but you know what I mean. But still, like, I don't know. I'll tell you this. I don't think he should
Yo, they
play.
should totally take a baby elephant, put a Ezekiel jersey on him, and put him in the game. Call him Ezekiel Elephant.
Elephant Elliott, yeah, Elephant too old now. For real. For real. Okay. Now we got the Bengals at Steelers. Hey, Steelers won a game. They put up 20 points. They are a little better.
And they're one of those teams we talked about earlier. They could get themselves right back in the hunt if they beat the Bengals.
And it's so funny that you say that because how many times have we seen the Steelers start out slow, you know, and then just ram them back to back to back to back to back. I think this is not gonna be and they're in Steeler land too. I want to take the offset. There you go. I'm taking the offset. I'm taking the Steelers. Uh,
Okay.
Even though I think definitely Cincinnati's gonna win, but the reason why I take this offset is because I feel like Steelers are finding their groove now. You know, this is typically what happens when you're mid-season. Zanny says Bengals 34-24. You're probably right, Zanny. I should probably just take the Bengals, but I'm gonna take the Steelers. Unless Color, were you gonna take the Steelers and I totally stole your thunder?
I
Huh?
was, but I don't know. I mean, I want to, but I really want to just go with the crowd. You know what I mean? And just go with Cincinnati, I guess.
And you're gonna beat me. I'm losing this week by taking all the. I'm pulling a U. I'm pulling a U. Steelers will win 23-17. Carla, that's my girl. See, Carla believes it. I got them 20-14 Steelers.
I'll go Bengals 28-15. Like, get it
No.
out, Color. Get it out.
Oh no, Luke
Time's
says
burning.
Steelers
It's almost 10
31-24.
o'clock.
I know. We gotta get you out of here. You got a curfew. Uh, Luch says Steelers 31-27. Okay, that's good. I honestly I feel like the Steelers are on a roll. And Bengals are a little shaky. Didn't you
Out
see
of all your
Belichick?
upset picks, I believe in your Steelers pick more than any of them.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I
Really?
believe I kind of believe in the reasons you're picking the Steelers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you don't believe me saying what I said? Oh well, the Raiders I could totally get done. The Raiders are just that's just like a flip of the coin, and that's I just picked. As far as the Browns, what about my what I said about the Browns?
Well, I
Steelers
don't
is
disagree,
back.
but I don't
Yeah.
disagree, but I meant that I believe in
You
your
actually,
Steelers
yeah,
take.
like you
You
have
know,
even
like I
more
can.
belief, and I
That's
got it,
why I would have picked them if I did. You know what I mean? Like,
got it, got
and
it.
Tomlin is always solid. He always has his guys ready.
Exactly.
Joe Burrow, it's not like they got a decent defense. It's not like Joe Burrow can just run amok all
Wait
over
a minute,
them.
Carla. Hold on. This is League Wide Wednesdays. Is what able to play this week?
Who?
JJ, TJ. Sorry, TJ.
Oh, I don't know.
I think Carla just said he is. Then I'm
Let me
loving my
see.
pick. I'm loving my pick. If that's the case, yes, she says yes.
Wow.
Carla knows her stuff. So,
See, there you go. See, they can definitely
oh,
put pressure on Burrow, and
you know what? Even if you get 50% TJ Watt, dude, the game is tilting towards Steelers. What is the point thingy that you always are checking? Like, what's that point thingy that I don't know? I don't do it, so that's why I know. But I don't know. I'm feeling good for the Steelers. Oh, my brother will be so happy if the Steelers won because he's a Steelers fan. What you got? Mm?
oh, I already did it. I already said it. Bengals.
No, no, no. The point thingy. The point. Who's supposed to be winning by how much?
On the game. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Bengals Steelers. They got the Bengals 79.8% to Pittsburgh's 20%.
What about the negative
Steelers
stuff? Who's supposed to be
Steelers
winning?
Steelers score 15.6 points a game. Bengals score 25. Steelers give up 23, and the Bengals give up 20.
And guess what? I got the Bengals giving up 20 to the Steelers. Uh huh. Uh huh. But what's that point thingy? Minus the not the under,
Oh, you're
but
talking about
the
the spread. Oh, so the Steelers are sorry, the Bengals are favored by 3.5,
okay. That's what I was looking for.
and the
Yeah.
over and under is
Okay.
41.
Ooh, that's without white color. Ooh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Oh, I'm loving it. Now I need to watch that game. Ooh, and it is on CBS. Hold up, wait a minute. Are they gonna give me the? Well, either game is gonna be a good
Yeah,
game.
it's the late game on CBS. Let me see who I
No,
got.
they're both of them. Minnesota and Dallas and Pittsburgh, Cincy are both 425. I
Uh
just don't
huh.
know which one we're gonna end up doing. Jesus, it's 167 for the ticket for the Minnesota Dallas game.
Well, your
Holy sh!
channel guide ain't too much different than mine, right?
Well, I'm looking at ESPN. I
Right.
don't know the channel guide
I'm
stuff on
talking
it.
about for that late CBS game. I'm trying to see who we got this week.
Check it out. Let me go to the next game. Now we
Sure.
got Chiefs at Chargers. I'm taking Chiefs.
Fun one.
I'm taking Chiefs. Chiefs. Oh, okay. Hold up. I am still taking the Chiefs, but I don't think about this. Okay. So I can see Kelsey getting a tutty. Um, right now he's doing good at distributing the ball with the different receivers they have. He might even run one in too. Let me go with Chiefs 20, 27 to Chargers. Bosa's out for the season or no? I forgot.
Not sure. I
I
haven't
don't think
heard
he is.
hide nor hair of anything about him lately.
He's 45-28, says Luch. I don't think it's going to be that high, but yeah, I don't think the Chargers defense is as good as it should have been. I think they do have major injuries. So I'm taking the upset and going San Diego Chargers. Oh, Sandy, okay. Oh, that's cute, San
No,
Diego.
I don't get
Yeah,
that game, by the way. I get Dallas and Minnesota at 4 o'clock.
wait, can you check for me?
I don't know. I'm looking at my Comcast local. I don't know if it changes much from me to you in that
Oh,
regard.
probably not, because
We're
I'm in
probably
Broward
getting the
County.
same schedule. We're also getting Patriots and Jets at the 1 o'clock game
Oh,
instead of Browns and Bills. That
oh,
stinks, man.
I didn't want to watch that.
That stinks. I mean, I got Sunday ticket, but that would have
I
been
didn't want to watch. Yeah, you do. I don't. Like,
yeah.
I don't want to watch that.
Well, I'll join you in StreamYard and share my screen if you want. If you want to watch,
Hey,
we just can't go live with it. That's the only
yeah.
like.
Herbert Choke says Sandy under pressure. Maybe. So Chiefs 33-24 says Sandy. Yeah, I put Chiefs 27. I'm gonna still stick to 21, 27-21 Chiefs. What do you got? Hmm? Color calm. You're muted. You're muted.
No, I'm not.
Oh, wow, you're really quiet.
I was flickering my eyebrows.
Oh, I'm looking at a little tiny picture of you, like a little time on my phone, because that's how I
I'm
can.
sorry. I'm
Cause remember, I
sorry.
got different whatevers,
Well,
but
the audience got it. The audience got it.
yeah, I gotta keep the chat and you so I can see you. It's still delayed, but I can still read the chat while I'm doing all the research and all that stuff. So
So my score is going to be
color the analyzer.
31,
Love it.
31, 30
Ooh, Chargers.
Chargers.
I knew it. See, I said it before you said it. I knew you were gonna say Chargers. That's why I didn't even change it. I put Chargers for you because I had a
Ooh,
feeling.
somebody's adding me here. Hold on. Sorry if you heard that. I don't know if you heard that.
No, you're good. Okay, and then for Monday Night Football, we've got San
Football.
Fran Arizona, I'm taking San Fran. San Fran, CMC, that combo, I'm loving it and hating it at the same time. And I think San Fran, I'm going deep, 35. Arizona can still put up points, 35, 33. 49ers. What do you think? What do you got?
God, I hate the Cardinals, but I want to
I
pick them.
hate the Cardinals too.
I want to pick them though.
So pick them.
Yeah, I'll pick the Cardinals. Junkety junk to junkety junk.
Christ. This is going to be a fun
20,
week.
28 to 20 or something like that.
38 to 20 and 28 to
No,
20.
28 to 20.
Okay, let me see how many games we don't have the same. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 games. We have opposing picks out
So
of
if everything
14.
goes my way, I could
Out of
totally take the lead.
14. Holy cow. This might be for the this might be it. This might be for the
This
pick 'em.
is either where you pull away forever or I come back a little bit, one or the other.
I was just gonna
I'm throwing all my chips in this week, people.
yeah, and it, of course it's the one week the Dolphins aren't playing. Like
Exactly. Exactly.
hilarious. Hilarious. Let's see here. Sandy says 49ers
My luck is so
35-14.
bad the Dolphins will lose even when they're on a bye week.
Oh jeez. Luke says 49ers 24-14. Jeremiah says Monday night San Fran 49ers 35, Cardinals 21. Yeah. Luke says Culler was sending Morse code with his eyebrows.
Right. It was like, help me.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Okay, man, these are insane games. But I'll take them. Now we got to do our impact players, buddy, before we get out of here.
All
Give me
right.
your impact player. We do, remember, it's QB, running back, wide receiver, tight end, then defense. So
Quarterback. All right. I'm going to
go
have to
quarterback.
go
Remember, most impact player for their team out of all QBs. Talk to me.
Tua.
He's not even freaking. Get the hell out of here. Someone
Because
that's
you know why?
actually
You know
playing.
why? You know why? Because there's a bunch of quarterbacks and teams that are going to catch up to us in number of games we've all played. And if Tua is still up at the top of the ranks, he is actually residually still acting as an impact for our team, not even playing a game.
And I'm still
So
not giving
I'm
it to you.
taking Tua is the most
You're
impactful player quarterback this
He
week.
is not even playing. It's
That's,
somebody who's
do I
playing.
have to pick somebody that's playing?
Yes. Like, come
Oh,
on, man.
I
You
think the
got.
audience is going to side with me if we put it up to vote.
Oh,
Just
fine,
saying.
fine,
I'm
guys.
kidding.
Do
I'm
you
kidding.
want?
I'm kidding.
Oh, I'm about to.
I'm kidding.
I'm
I'll let
put
go
it
of the
off.
bit.
I'm
I'll
about
let
to
go of
put
the
it off.
bit. We'll take Josh Allen,
Trash Allen. Okay.
Trash Allen,
If
because win or lose, he's going to be the most impactful.
ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
He's
That's
either
a good.
going to throw 4 touchdowns or 4 interceptions, one or the other.
And he's dying right now. You cannot win MVP with like as many interceptions as he has. It's over for him, in my opinion. That MVP talk is done. And he's injured. Everybody know it's like the whole sea of NFL teams smells the blood in the water. It's over.
No, no,
It's over for the Bills.
no, 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 no.
Okay, most impactful QB for their team to make a difference. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna go Jacoby Brissett.
That's a long shot, but good one.
What you mean?
You're
That's a
right.
long shot.
If they win,
He's gonna have to be a major reason why, out of all the QBs, out of all the QBs and all the matchups and whatever,
you know
and
who I
and the
got for running
impact
back?
of the game. Jacoby Brissett is gonna have an out of body experience to put himself in the best position for whatever next contract he has. So I'm taking Brisket. Okay. What about running back? Who you got?
Nick Chubb.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay.
For the same reasons you just said.
Oh, snap, that's funny. Okay, okay.
Yeah, I was totally riding your coattails there, by the way, by picking
What?
Nick Chubb.
Oh, yeah, I figured.
It's going to be one or the other. It's
It
either going to
really
be
is.
him or Jacoby, one of the if they win.
Oh, look at that. Carla says Jeff Wilson. Yeah. Yeah, but they're not playing this week, so that's why they can't be the most impactful player in the position out of all players in that position for the week. Um, you know what? This might actually be a little bit funny, but why am I picking them if I want them to lose? So yeah, I need to reevaluate what I was about to say.
Because they if they do win, they may be impactful, and it would still be a logical pick.
Brees Hall, not Brees Hall. Sorry, Michael Carter. In my opinion, taking a look at what it means with the division, you know what I mean? If the Jets, no, they'll
The
end
way
up being
Belichick
last.
game plans, I can see that him
The
being the key.
way the Jets know that if they don't win this game, they're last in the division. Period. Last or third to last. You know, so
Yeah, I just think there's too many things for Belichick to exploit on them. Like, if in other words, what's Belichick known for? Taking out your best weapon, right? Well, their best
exactly,
weapon is like not very good, whatever it is,
exactly.
you know.
Now, dang, Sandy's got a good one. So does Luch. CMC. Yeah,
Yeah, I
versus
could see that.
Arizona. Yeah, but I just feel like I just feel like 49ers are such a huge, much better team than the Cardinals. That I feel like that wouldn't even be like his impact in the game. Obviously, he's gonna be impactful, but
Yeah. You
is
could
it gonna
also
be the
say
difference
Austin.
for them to win the game, or is it the whole team gonna win that game? You see what
You
I
could
mean?
also say Austin Eckler going against the Chiefs.
Dang, that's a good one right there. Eckler's a good one.
He
That's
gets
a
back to form, and the Chiefs will be screaming bloody murder.
you know what? That's a solid one. So I hope people understand our whole impact player segment, you know, in part because I feel like it's a lot of fun. Because you gotta go over the whole league. Who's gonna really be the one to
Right,
impact
and
your
it may
team?
not be the best guy in the
Yeah,
league,
man. I
but
mean,
if it's like look at their matchup, if they end up winning, is it's going to be through this certain player, then that's an impact player.
hmm okay. Now we got wide receiver.
Brandon
Ooh.
Cooks. No, I'm just kidding. The reason I said him is because he's actually the example of what I was just talking about.
That's
But
hilarious, yo.
a team that's terrible, but if they ever
Mhm.
win, it's because of Brandon Cooks. You know,
That's hilarious. You know
but
what?
no, wide receiver, I'd probably go. Hey, once
DVP.
again,
Luch says DVP.
that's a good one. But
That is
once
a good
again,
one.
I'm going to say Justin Jefferson. Big matchup this week. It's going to
Man,
be up
stop!
to a
I
guy
was
like
gonna
him.
say Justin Jefferson. I I'm so mad at you right now because I literally was about to cam up, man. Cam up so I can see you.
You want me to?
Yes.
You want me to pick my first pick? Then I'll go with
No, no, no,
Stephon
no,
Diggs.
no, no, no.
I was gonna go with Stephon Diggs.
No, no. You picked Justin Jefferson. So I need to see it. I'm so mad right now because I was looking and I was like, who can really be? It's gonna be a tough game. Justin Jefferson. And right before I said it, poof, you picked Justin Jefferson. Which I totally agree with you. I'm not gonna pick somebody else.
He has another game like last week. He could be going for Impact Player of the Year for his
What do you
team. You know what I
mean?
mean?
He's gonna end up being flipping offensive player of the year at that point because he's top five right now. So we need New England to beat the Jets. Yes, we do, Carla. Exactly. Miss Finn about to choke her monitor.
But really, though,
Honestly,
talk it out though. Stephon Diggs ain't a bad one either because you got to think if they're going to win, they got to get back to form, and back to form is throwing Stephon Diggs 500 billion touchdowns. You know what I mean?
no, but this is my problem that I have with that particular one. If anything, I'd go with um, who do they have? Oh, what's his name in Cleveland? Oh my God, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Their wide
Amari.
receiver. Yes. If anything, I would go more on Amari Cooper because remember, you may not like the Bills, which none of us do, but they're still going to be the favorites. So, and for me, I would actually take Amari Cooper over um um
What about Aaron
Diggs.
Rodgers guy, new guy?
Watson.
Yeah,
Ooh, Watson, but I mean they're playing
and the Titans.
NFC.
That is how they would have to beat him.
Oh, yeah, because he'd be the only one. See, that's another great example of what a impact player for that position is. For their team out of like all the other players. So we got some good ones going. We
Mm-hmm.
got
Plenty
Cooper,
to choose from this week.
We got Watson in Green Bay. Um,
D Hop
I was thinking D Hop too,
going
because
against the Niners, are they?
let's
Yeah.
not lie, against the Niners in that defense, D Hop is gonna have to like be possessed. You know what I mean? I almost want to go with D Hop because I feel like it's gonna be a landslide for Niners. Like,
Skrillenik from the Rams. I'm just
yeah.
kidding.
Um.
Trying to think of who what other wide receiver the Rams
No,
had.
no, no, no. I'm leaning towards because you have to think about the matchup, importance, all that good stuff. So I'm leaning towards probably Chicago. I mean, the hell am I talking about? Chicago, Cleveland, but then D Hop. No, it's a bigger statement for it's more impactful for what Cleveland's trying to do, in my opinion, than Cardinals. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna go Amari Cooper.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. All
What
right.
about tight end? What do you think right now? When it's got to be like
Pete
that.
Fryermuth. I did it again, didn't I? Moose. You were thinking of the chant like moose. Like if those Steelers are winning, you're gonna hear a lot of moose
Oh
on
my
the.
God, man. Yo, color. Well, it just goes to show that we are seeing the same thing. Greg Kittle. That's a good one, too. I think you mean, yeah, Greg Little, right? Or Kittle. No, 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 you're right. Kittle. George Kittle. Wow, my brain was. It's 10
Hawkinson
o'clock
against the
color.
Cowboys.
Uh,
Um,
Dalton Schultz, but I think he's injured, so no. Color, it's 10 o'clock. Okay, we got to wrap this up, guys, because we got to let Color, go home, pack his lunch,
tell
and,
you what, you can have Fryermuth. I'll take Jonu Smith from the Patriots.
no, 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 no. Keep Fryermuth because that's who you wanted. I could pick somebody else. It's okay. Um, just to make it quick, because I know you got to go.
I don't even know if I have to go to tell you the truth. I
Good. You're not
just
going nowhere
realized.
because this is our show. On Natty Night family. No, Luch, give us 5 more minutes. We'll
I
be
mean,
done in
it's not my
5 minutes.
show night, so I don't even know if I have to go or not. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see what Cap's
Okay.
doing.
Let's see here. So
All
who's
right,
our
so he's got it set for 10:20. No hurry. No hurry. It's all
Oh,
good.
okay. Cool. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Can you mind if I let's finish our segment first. Go ahead.
Oh, we'll wrap it up. We'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
So tight end. We only got this in defense. So tight
Wow.
end. Who's? Oh, you already picked.
Ooh, I know a good one for you.
Ertz is injured, so I was gonna pick
Yeah.
Ertz.
But what about the theme
He's
you've already
injured.
been rolling with so far? Jacoby Brissett
Who's their tight end? God, I don't even remember.
and Joku.
Unjoku. Oh,
And
the
he
problem
is
is
a
he's not
dog.
doing
I mean,
anything.
he is a dog if
He
they
is,
get
but
him
he's
on
just
fire.
okay. I'll take Njoku, but I just really don't. I'm going real Cleveland
Could
heavy.
be a key to beating a team like the Bills.
Yeah, I really. Who's the Giants? The Giants tight end. I can't think of. Someone help me out real quick. Two back and Sicky's off this week. I know. Color may turn into a pumpkin. It's getting too late. Hey, he's already. Carla, did you see? He's already wearing orange. So
A
he's already
pumpkin.
halfway
Why's it
there.
got to be a pumpkin? Could be a
Cause,
werewolf or something. No, it's a
oh, cause
pumpkin.
it's Cinderella, dude. That's why.
I know. I'm Carla's favorite pumpkin. I know.
Yeah, Luch Hawkinson. Wait a minute. Did they have Hawkinson as their tight end? Is that what it is?
No, the Vikings have Hawkinson, T.J. Hawkinson. The
Oh, I'm
Giants,
taking him. I just
yeah,
couldn't
for
think
the
of who they
Vikings.
had. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Luch. Appreciate you. Pumpkins are tough too. Exactly. Okay, last one. Defense. Who's going to have the best defense to win this game? I'm going Pittsburgh before you say anything, because if not, you're going to steal them. So,
I'm gonna go with the Patriots.
okay. Patriots. Yeah, that's a good one, actually. It's a divisional game. Tough. But I feel like that the Steelers game is gonna be intense, and if they win, it's gonna mostly be for what. What's up, Big Mike? Is for what color Carla said earlier. With if what really is playing, that defense is gonna have to show out, because the Bengals are gonna wanna stomp. So
Yeah, that does change everything. I
you know
actually
what I
have a
mean?
lot of confidence in the Steelers now.
Exactly. Me too. Perfect, man. So just to recap, your impact players are going to be Josh Allen for QB, Nick Chubb for running back, wide receiver Justin Jefferson, tight end Fairmouth, and then your defense is Patriots. Then I have Brissett as my QB, Michael Carter as my running back, Amari Cooper as the wide receiver, Hawkinson as my tight end, and then Steelers D as my defense. And these are
Awesome.
the most impactful players we feel like for their team out of all players
Hey,
in
can you
that
do me a
position.
favor?
Yeah,
Copy it just that list. I not the other. I don't mind. I actually like waiting till Wednesday to find out how I did.
yeah.
But on the impact players, can you just copy and paste it in a DM for me? I want to actually play that group as my my core group on fantasy this week and see what happens.
There you go. I just put it in.
Because it's kind of
Give me
similar.
one.
You're picking impact players. That's kind of what you do for fantasy anyway. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna play that group.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll play
there you go.
yours too if you want to. If you want to throw me yours, I'll play yours too.
Yeah, I did both, but it came out weird. So let me do this. Let me do
Sure
yours.
thing.
I'm gonna look. I put it in a bit. I'm gonna do yours first. There you go. And then I'm gonna put mine second, so you can
Yeah,
see.
cool. That way, I'll label both of them so we'll know whose is whose, and I'll let you know how
Exactly.
you did. And hey, if I'll
There
give
you
you a
go.
cut if we win some.
Oh, I don't even know what that all that is, but
I just
yes,
play. I
I
just
think
play
this is
free
gonna be
ones.
fun.
I just play
This is
free
gonna be
ones.
a
So
lot of
like, if
fun.
I win $500 or something, yeah, I'll give you a cut of it. Whatever.
I'll take it. Hey, any donation will
You're
help out
you're
the
like,
channel
wait a
because it
minute,
really
color.
goes.
Wait a minute, color. You're making me gamble by proxy. I can't do that. I got you, Miss Fins. I'll just
I
slip it in
appreciate
your
it.
pocket unsuspectingly. You know what I mean?
Funny. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, Steelers D. Yes, exactly. Um, ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen,
really quick, if you don't
what
mind,
you
I
were gonna
just
say? Yeah.
realized something. Looking at the title of Cap's show tonight, tonight is the 1 year anniversary of the Fins tailgate. Come join us over there to
Yay!
celebrate. It is the 1 year anniversary show, celebration show. Miami Dolphins on top, like we all expected them to be, and
Hey,
should be a good time over there tonight. He's got it set for 10:20 Eastern time.
perfect. In like 6 minutes. Listen, I want to take a moment, and I want all the fans to know here that TFTG has been a great supporter of Miss Fins and the Miss Fins channel. You guys are always there for me, and I really appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Great content. I got to learn so much from you guys with the whole editing and stuff. But honestly, you guys have been amazing. Congratulations. I'm gonna have to go in there too and say it too to Capitan. But man, that's awesome. I remember when I celebrated my 6 months and I was like crying because I was like happy. I was like, I can't believe I actually made it 6 months doing this. So man, keep being awesome, Color. Keep being amazing. And anybody that hasn't subscribed yet or checked it out, please check out the Finch Tailgate. Phenomenal guys. You got El Capitan, Chris. You got Color Commentary, my co-host here. You got Tunk. You got Ali the Persian. Amazing, amazing, amazing guys, and great content
And
for you
apparently,
guys.
my mom's stuck in an elevator at the hospital.
Okay, well, that's definitely not ideal.
I just looked down at my text. She's like, "I'm stuck on the effing in the effing elevator on the 5th floor." Nice
That's
knowing
great.
you.
That's funny. That's funny.
Uh,
Thank you, Sandy. Thank you. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you already know how we do it over here with Miss Fitz. This is our Let's Talk Football, ladies and gentlemen. Let's Talk Football, our League Wide Wednesdays. Thank you, thank you, thank you, every single one of you guys for showing up here with myself, Miss Fitz, as your host and my co-host from the Phins Tailgate, Mr. Colin Commentary, guys. And you can catch every single Wednesday night at 8 p.m. League Wide Wednesdays over here with us. It's so much fun for us to have and be here with you guys talking football. We talk all teams, NFL, all NFL's news and all that good stuff. You guys see it. We review and recap the last week. We give you guys Q&A. Then we preview the new week. We always talk about, everything else. Thank you so much for joining tonight. Amazing, amazing show, Color.
Thank you for
Appreciate
having
you,
me.
buddy. Thank you, thank you,
Thank
thank
you
you.
so much for having me. Am I facing the right way?
Yes, 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 you are. Air 5, Air 5.
Miss Phins, you're right here. Look at that.
Oh my god, yeah. Thank you, Color. This is great. But guys, between my Color and myself, thank you so much for having us tonight. We'll catch you tomorrow morning, okay, for the Miss Finn Show, 8 a.m., like every other day. And yeah, thank you so much. You want to say what's your final take, Color?
Fins up, guys. We got a week. We got take a rest, relax, have fun, enjoying what we've already done and what we've already put down on tape. And let's get excited and hope we can put it down, more of that down on tape the rest of the year. Let's go.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother. Beep. No, I'm just kidding. Bye, guys. Fins up.